I came across these videos online recently. What looks to be an elderly woman running behind a water sprinkler truck. That looks more like a form of physical maltreatment than a job. If you've watched my videos, you already understand that China isn't all flowers and fairy dust. And for today's video, I had to break out the suit and tie for a very special reason. I recently came across a foreign face endorsing the CCP's lies. Now, I won't name names, but the gist of it is that they showed the Bund area in Shanghai city center having thousands of people out at night watching light shows and eating street food, justifying that China's economy is doing great because look at all these people out and about in the most expensive city, that is Shanghai, watching free light shows and enjoying street snacks. And that's prosperity. Now, there are too many examples I can give to counter this. I'll just use some of the recent examples. This video shows shipbuilding workers who haven't been paid in months gathering to protest, and this happened on August 28th in Tianjin City. And this video shows the job seekers looking for temporary work daily, people lining up to find jobs. And this woman, now homeless, was still employed last year. She says she hasn't changed her clothes in 2 months. That's the economy doing well?
去年去上班了，去年就经常上班。
那是上班上了多久时间？
去年都一直在上班。
去年一直在上班是吧？
对啊。哦。今年就不好找工作。
不好找。
How about this? Huilongguan in Beijing, which is a very popular shopping area north of the main city. Among the 663 shops, 99 of them are closed or are about to close. And, or maybe they're seeking to be rented out or sold, whatever the case may be. The abnormal rate of it closing down reaches almost 15%. Look at these pictures. These include different restaurants, shops of different kinds. And don't just take it from me. This is a businessman who's in China, in Shanghai. If what our propagandist claims is true, why are there historic numbers of millionaires escaping China to the US? Their kids especially are already in American schools. And then the same guy, the propagandist, would go to Urumqi, which is the capital city of the Xinjiang region, and say, look at all these people walking around. Where is the genocide of the Uyghurs? Where are the concentration camps? Now, I wonder if he would say the exact same thing in Katowice or Krakow in Poland during World War II. Look at all these people walking around the streets. No one's being gassed. Now, for those of you who didn't know, Auschwitz, the concentration camps, they were built near the town of Auschwitz, which is very close to the two cities I mentioned, Krakow and Katowice. Now, I just can't stand this blatantly offensive attack on our intelligence. Is China just Shanghai city center? Is all of the Uyghur genocide just erased by a few people walking the streets of Urumqi? I really can't believe anyone that would buy this. I mean, obviously the goal for them is to paint China's image solely on the idea that all of China looks like the city skyline of Shanghai. Not this. Especially we have more videos like this. Than ever before. Would these so-called bloggers ever film situations like this?
是的，是没见过这种油。
在做生物改油，天然气。
有人捞地沟油。
Before we continue, if you haven't checked out our exclusive merchandise for China Insider already, please head on to davidzhang.net. Here you can find all the unique designs of our merch, including this shirt, which is a limited edition that goes on sale until the end of September, and it will be going away forever. And this is one of my favorite products as well. Also, if you're looking for anything like a mug or even desk mats, we have those for you as well. So if you want to support this channel, consider getting a merch for China Insider. And thanks once more for supporting China Insider. All right, back to the video.
不是一次两次了哈。你像你这种不到市场不知道你干啥子，你想想这样吃饭你。
That a truck could easily cause a sinkhole in the middle of the road. Prosperity. That same guy had the audacity to film a girl singing in English. Look guys, no genocide here, nothing's happening. Sure, as long as videos like these don't make it out to the public. That's a woman being held in an area that's covered with what's called the stability screens, in this case a blue one, to stop anybody from filming the situation. And many more videos show the real China, which is often ugly. Like this one here. City guards confiscate property from the shop owner. What she's calling is bullying the everyday citizens in China.
哎，你叫他坐。
悄悄的吧啊，不是拿下来得了啊，这哥，不是拿下得了啊。
说话呀！
打回你什么了？
不让老百姓说话，要不让老百姓活着了？
要。
怎么让老百姓活着？装两箱东西走了就舒服了。
It's even more ridiculous because Chinese people are living perhaps in the worst they've ever lived in many decades. And the CCP has used extensive resources to paint the China story well, including, of course, employing these sort of propagandists. So that most people, when the word China is mentioned, sees this. Instead of this. Or this. Where the rest of China's buildings look more like this. And of course, not the glorious views of Shanghai. What about this whole genocide denial situation? Well, that's very typical. Ask yourself, would you find families getting thrown into black jails or worse in North Korea for things like watching K-pop or South Korean dramas? Or would you ever find a foreigner touring North Korea, be presented with anything but a Potemkin village that sells chips, sodas, crackers, and perhaps even allowing you to take the train? Wow, look at all these people around looking like they're totally not actors, of course, the States has put out. So then extrapolate that to China, which has a much bigger budget to make things more natural, to not appear like it's a Potemkin village. Of course, no foreigner will be able to film or be allowed to see the actual concentration camps. And this is why when a former CNN reporter in China went to interview people in the countryside, cops would have to follow her, just in case things doesn't go the way that they want it to. No foreign bloggers in China can visit the country and freely film whatever they want. And most of them don't go to cities other than Shanghai or Beijing. Even if they do visit places, let's say in Chongqing or in Sichuan, it's for tourist spots. They don't really go to explore those sensitive areas. And then, of course, that's the base. You then have these propagandists come out to justify that the image of China is based solely on these limited shots of city centers because their job is to lie and to basically add colors to the CCP's image. All right, that's it today for the episode on how a CCP propagandist is screwing with our intelligence. If you enjoy the content, leave a like, comment with your thoughts on this matter, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, bye-bye.